This will be my last video for 2021, and I'm just gonna do one last walkthrough on the mobile home project, and then I'm planning on going through all of the old footage over the last couple of years and just making one more video of the progress with just little short clips of everything that happened along the way. And I'm still not finished. By law, I still have to make these things here and put them on the side, not make them, but buy them and put them on the sides. They got to be on both sides. Still have to do that. It's done on the deck over there. The carpenter never did come and do the deck. I got tired of waiting on him, so I did it. And of course, it took me forever because I'm not a carpenter, and I'm slow, and I'm picky. And all of these black stripes on here is because I used that Cull lumber, C-U-L-L lumber. Last time I mentioned that, somebody didn't know what that was. They asked about it, and that's when they have twisted and cracked and split lumber that it's not good for construction. They set that aside, and they mark it with that black spray paint and sell it cheap, like about 80% off. So inside, turn some lights on in here. I guess I can go. I think this is I still got tools in here, and I think this guy is gone. There's somebody that is renting this back room, and I think he's at work. So yeah, there is somebody who's temporarily renting this room. They just needed a quick spot for a couple of months. So that's all done, and I'm still storing tools in this room. Eventually I want to put a kitchen in here. I think everything else is pretty much the same as on my last videos. I did buy a telescope to play with, looking at the planets and stuff on a clear night. Of course, I can't really do that now that it's winter. So now that I'm living in here, the kitchen is all it's all furnished completely and in use. So there's things laying out. Table here. Heitman Steel gave me they gave all the drivers one of these Go cups. That's where I do most of my deliveries to. I bought a table for this deck out here. I was going to buy it next year, but I had a small accident with the drone. I set the drone down here on the floor and took off with it and flew it around for a while. And when I brought it back, it didn't want to land on the table here because the automatic obstacle avoidance sensors on it were seeing things around it, and the controls stalled. I couldn't move it, and it stalled like right in this position facing me. I was inside there, and it started drifting backwards, and I couldn't stop it. I couldn't move. The controls stalled because it doesn't have those obstacle sensors in the back. And had I been on the ball before it drifted backwards, I could have spun it around, and then it would have seen this, and it would have backed up. Anyway, it ran into this, broke a couple of props, and I had spare props. This little red tag here is the camera guard. You can't fly it with the camera guard on there, but it's easy to forget that it's on there, so I glued that little strip of red plastic on it so that I can see it and make sure I pull that off before I fly it. Of course, I don't keep it there. I just did that for the video. And my new tabletop, I haven't tried that yet. The table was full of water, and dried that off, and I'm going to put my new cover on it. I didn't buy the chairs yet. The table was $700 because that's It's, you know, like a rock finish tile. The chairs are another $700 that go with it, so I left them. I'll probably get them sometime next summer. Back inside, oh, I keep forgetting I gotta hold the camera. I gotta move it slowly because people complain that I'm too jerky with it. So we'll probably leave this door that I made out of OSB plywood for the heater, water heater. OSB stands for oriented strand plywood. It's not exactly plywood, it's made out of plywood scraps. Laundry room. Still storing a couple of little odds and ends in here. Washer and dryer are in and functional. My bedroom. All the furniture's here. This bed comes with a remote control. It goes up and down. It goes a lot higher than that. And the foot end goes up and down too. Got these big speakers for the computer, and the TV is plugged into them. Actually, you can plug a whole bunch of stuff into them, and they really sound nice. They really do sound nice. They're powered speakers with like 1,000-watt peak. They got subwoofers on the bottom. They're 10-inch subwoofers, and they're really good. They're made by Rockwell, which is a brand I don't know about. Computer, TV, and I can just push a couple buttons on the remote control and watch the computer up on the TV screen while I'm in bed. I can watch movies from you know, YouTube or whatever, or if I plug something. I don't have a CD player, but I can plug a CD into the computer and do that. Let me close these curtains and let you see what it looks like without the daylight coming in here. So, and just brought this stuff over from the old house, cleaned it up, and there's my chairs. I mean, brought the chairs over from the old house, but my coffee cup collection from around the country. I don't have all the states. Some of the states I went through, I didn't stop for fuel or anything, and didn't get to go inside and get a cup. But everything back here, furniture is in here, clothes, everything. Bathroom is all, I think last video probably showed the bathroom in its completion. So let's go outside for a minute. The back door, right next to where we were at the water heater inside, I still got the same set of steps I slapped together in about an hour's time when I first put the mobile home here, when I first bought it. And I built that set of steps for the other door. That guy that's renting that room goes in that way, and he parks back here. So that's the back side. Garden area over here. I gotta show you my new tiller that I used to till that. It takes about 15 minutes to till that whole area. I'm going to try to remember to make my way over to where that is parked at. One last time to fill up the pond before I shut the water off out here. That's well water, and I got to cover up that pipe that the water is coming out of. We've had kind of a drought the last 2 or 3 months. We've had very little rain, and so the ground saturation kind of dried up, and the pond just started draining itself about a foot of water a week. And so every week the last month or so I've been having to turn this on about once a week and run it for about 3 hours, fill it back up. And I'm going to show you that water deal in here. That is the water pump, and that is the plumbing that goes to the water well. And it's I got photos of putting that well in and putting all this plumbing in. I did not drill the well myself. I had someone do that, but of course I had to dig up outside and put all the plumbing in. Right along out here is where that got drilled. It got drilled right about here someplace. They drilled 40 feet down and put a well point in, and then about 3 feet down, maybe 2 feet, I don't remember, is where all the plumbing goes from that well point to back inside there and comes back out again. Because it has to go in for the inlet, and then the outlet comes back out and goes over here. Here's one of my walk-behind tillers. And over here is the one that goes on the Bobcat. That one, let's see if we can get the camera underneath, show the times on it. That's the one that goes on the Bobcat, and of course that's my stump grinder, my big one anyway, that goes on the Bobcat. Log splitter, another septic tank. It's going to go behind another house I got. A few other machines back here. There's another stump grinder here, a walk beside stump grinder, I guess I could call this. And I'll add another one, a little one that is a walk behind stump grinder, a small one. And there's a chipper. I got a few toys back here, a number of small engine machines for outdoor services. It's something I like to do on the side, but I've been working so much on my day job, and with this construction over here, I can't do that work anymore until I get where I'm not doing this much for myself, where I don't have to work on construction anymore around here. Well, I think that's going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching.